Welcome back my YouTube channel. The Magach 5 is not just a tank, it's a symbol of transformation, adaptation, and battlefield survival. Born from the American M48A Patton, the Magach 5 became one of the most important armored vehicles in the Israeli Defense Forces during the 1970s and 1980s. What makes the Magach 5 truly special isn't just its firepower or its armor, it's the way it represents Israel's ability to learn from experience, upgrade under pressure, and fight smarter. Originally, Israel received American M48 Patton tanks in the 1960s. These tanks were reliable, but not invincible. During the Six-Day War in 1967, the early Magach versions suffered heavy losses, especially from Egyptian and Syrian anti-tank weapons. This forced the IDF to rethink its entire tank doctrine. Israel couldn't afford to lose tanks at that rate again. The answer came in the form of significant upgrades, and that's where the Magach 5 was born. The most significant change in the Magach 5 was the gun. The original 90mm gun was removed and replaced with the British-made 105mm L7 rifled gun, a far more powerful and accurate weapon. With this, the Magach 5 could go toe-to-toe with Soviet-supplied T-55s and T-62s, which were used by neighboring Arab countries. This gun gave the Magach 5 a deadly edge in range, accuracy, and armor penetration. But a better gun alone wasn't enough. The Magach 5 received a new fire control system that allowed crews to aim and fire with greater precision, even under pressure. Its armor was upgraded too. Explosive reactive armor arrow was added later in its service life to protect against high-explosive anti-tank heat projectiles and RPGs. These upgrades turned the Magach 5 from a vulnerable battlefield target into a serious threat. Another key improvement was the communication system. The IDF placed great importance on battlefield coordination, and the original American radios were replaced with more reliable Israeli systems. In modern warfare, communication can make the difference between victory and defeat, and with the Magach 5, Israel made sure its tank crews were never out of the loop. Inside the tank, the layout was adjusted for better crew efficiency and comfort. Tank warfare is intense and exhausting, and even small improvements in crew conditions can improve performance. The Magach 5 was not just a machine, it was a workspace for 4 soldiers whose lives depended on it. The Yom Kippur War of 1973 tested the Magach 5 in the harshest way possible. In the early days of the war, Israeli tank units faced massive ambushes by Syrian and Egyptian forces equipped with modern Soviet weapons. Losses were heavy, but the Magach 5 performed better than its predecessors. It wasn't perfect, but it was tougher, more accurate, and more reliable than earlier models. As the war went on, the Magach 5 played a key role in halting enemy advances and pushing back across enemy lines. Over time, the Magach 5 began to be phased out and replaced by the Merkava, Israel's first fully indigenous main battle tank. But the legacy of the Magach 5 remains. It showed the world that even an aging tank can become a powerful weapon with the right upgrades. It also demonstrated how battlefield experience, smart engineering, and determination can turn losses into strength. The Magach 5 is more than a machine, it's a story of survival, evolution, and victory against the odds. It's a tank that earned its place in the history of modern armored warfare.